interpretation. Use these 5 steps to interpret any rhythm in 15 seconds or less. Step number 1 is all about the rate. Between 60 to 100 is normal sinus rhythm. Simply count the R peaks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then multiply by 10, so that's a heart rate of 80. Perfect. The rate is between 60 and 100. Step number 2 is the rhythm. It should be regular and evenly spaced apart. So look at the R peaks and see if they're evenly spaced apart. To quickly measure this, just simply grab a paper, mark 2 R peaks, and then just move the paper over to see if it's evenly spaced. This is called marching it out. So just march it out and watch me nay-nay. Okay. So the R peaks should be evenly spaced out every single time. Step number 3 is the P wave, which is the atria contracting. So is it present? And does it have a buddy? Or is it married to the QRS there? We need one P wave with every QRS every single time. It's kind of like the buddy system, or I call these choo-choo trains. You have a little lump with a big lump. Step number 4 is the PR interval. Basically measures the time it takes between the atrial contraction and the ventricular contraction. Now it should be 5 mini boxes or less. Or to get really fancy, it should be between 0.10 or 0.20 of a second. And lastly is the QRS, our big ventricular contraction there. So is it present, is it upright, and is it tight? It should not be wide. It should only be about 3 little tiny boxes, or basically 0.12 of a second. And that wraps it up. We have 5 steps for EKG interpretation in 15 seconds or less. So pause your screen and write down these 5 steps.